This looks like there's so much room on that side. I don't like this rule.
Too much room?
Okay,
No, stay where you are. I
Okay.
mean, that's how you're supposed to be.
It's
Okay.
recording right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
just gonna-
I'm gonna cut all this out. Okay, let's. I'd like to introduce you to my son, Richard Medina. Richard, I'm doing an interview on you because I wanted to ask you a couple questions on what was your state of mind when you got your tattoos?
Well, I think for most of my life I was really rebellious, and a lot of my tattoos, most of my tattoos reflect that. I have this one on my hand. It says pain is love. A lot of people ask me about that because the saying is love is pain, but I got it. People say, "Oh, did you get it backwards? It's wrong." And I was like, no, it has a personal meaning to me. And it was a philosophy I had when I was in the world. And it was, you don't know if somebody loves you unless they can hurt you. So it's through the pain that you know if you actually love them. You know, if you can't hurt me, then I don't love you. And it was just a distorted belief that I had. And I have Me Against the World was one of my first tattoos, and that was just rebellion against everything, against legal system, against family, parents, everything. I felt like everything was against me, and it was me against the world. I also have my daughter's name, Aaliyah. I have these laugh now, cry later faces. I got those because I just believed to enjoy the time I have right now and worry about the consequences later. And on my, going down my sides, I have forgotten on one side and forsaken on the other. And that was just how I felt, like the world forgot about me. People forgot about me, gave up on me. And it's pretty much the state of mind I had all through life.
I see you have a a t-shirt on with the Lord's words. Were you always in the Lord?
No. It's only been about 3 years now. And that was a result of not knowing where else to turn. I was an alcoholic for about 10, 12 years of my life. And I really destroyed my life, ruined my life, and hurt everybody around me. And got to the point where I couldn't live like that anymore. And I didn't know where to turn. I tried to quit on my own, put myself in rehab, and nothing ever stopped. Nothing ever could stop my drinking. Things would last a couple weeks, maybe a month at most. I would be able to stop drinking, but I would always be back to it. And finally, last thing I tried was God. I had made up in my mind that the last thing I'm going to do is read the Bible from cover to cover, and if God is real, then He's going to do something. And I'd say about 3 or 4 months into reading the Bible, things kind of came to a boiling point. I was still doing all the same things. I was still drinking. I was still partying, I was still being crazy. And one night, I just broke down crying. And I just cried out to God. I said, I can't live like this no more. I'm not ready to die, and you have to do something. I woke up the next day and never drank again. I used to be on medications for being bipolar, manic depressant, things like that. Medications I was taking for years, and never had to take another pill again. I was completely delivered from alcohol, from mental diseases, bipolar, depression, all those things in one night. And God really displayed himself to me that he is real and he really loves me. And my life forever changed from that day on, because I didn't want to go on anymore, but just because I didn't think I could ever be anything or do anything. But he showed up, and he showed off in my life and proved to me he's real and that all things are possible with him. And now I live for him. I'm the complete opposite person that I was 3 years ago. I couldn't be any more different. All the hate, anger, and rage that I had, I have love and joy and peace and happiness, and he saved me. Now I want everybody to be saved. I want everybody to have an experience with him like I have, and to have a relationship with him like I have.
So what do you see for your future?
The future is, I don't know where I'll be, but I could be anywhere. Because God is just, in the short period of time that I've given my life to God, I could never imagine myself being where I am today. And for it to happen in just 3 years, I could be anywhere. I could be anywhere, but I know I'll be somewhere serving the Lord, whether he has me preaching in a church or on a missionary trip in another country. I know he has big plans for me. He has big plans for everybody, anybody who gives their lives fully and completely to him and allows him to just have his way in their life. So I don't know where I'll be, and I'll be somewhere serving the Lord, and the future's bright.